Hello everybody and welcome back to our 4th Age Rhovanion campaign, and since the last episode I did indeed assault Brig Estelad. Extremely straightforward battle there. We took out the lone family member that was garrisoning the place, and then we were faced with a bit of a dilemma because you see Brig Estelad has no walls. Inside they did have a fiefdom dominion built that got us a little over 3,000 for destroying it, but because it has no walls, the AI is probably going to attack us next turn if we just kept our army inside the settlement. You'll see that we have a tiny force here in terms of numbers, so they would probably attack us. Now, the force here doesn't look particularly threatening, but in the confines of a city street and in a city battle, I don't think our cavalry is going to do very well. I think we need the space, and I think we need to pull the enemy army around. And so I think what we need to do then is to attack them. Because we can't just leave a token unit in here as garrison and then move away to get reinforcements, because they would just attack and take the settlement back immediately. Now, that may not be the worst thing in the world, honestly. We could stand to lose this, but I think we also want to start potentially trying to pull these armies down after us. So let's do that. Now, I brought out the archers separately because they had fewer movement points. I didn't want them to screw up the movement points of my cavalry army, which they do have, some considerable amount left. But we've got to decide which of these two forces to attack. We've got on the one hand Gandos of the Eastland Strand here, just a tiny single man unit of Chieftain's Guard. And then we've got Brada the Hunter, who is the High Chieftain, the faction leader of the Chiefdom of Rhun. He's got, looks like mostly warband, but you never know. There could be some spearmen or axemen in here. So I think what I'm going to do is try attacking Gandos, and then we'll let the bigger army approach as reinforcements. Yeah, that looks really bad. But it's all warband and trash, and so if we can get these guys kind of isolated, if we can take the ruler out, which I think we can, just pile onto him with very focused cavalry charges, then the rest of the guys would melt. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try to kill the chieftain of High Rhun, or the High Chieftain of Rhun, and wipe out their forces in the area and see if that draws away their army from Yathin Ra. Right, terrain here is nice and good for us. No wains are present in the enemy force here, so the terrain is not going to play a large role in terms of those little rocks dotted around. But here, so we're attacking the enemy family member first, Gandos here. We've got some reinforcements that are going to be coming from down here, I think. And the enemy reinforcements are going to come from up here. So I don't know exactly how they're going to show up. But basically my plan is to run my mercenaries at them. These are mercenaries. They can be replaced in the area. They're independent of population. You can just recruit them and it doesn't hurt the development of the region that you draw them from. So that's why I'm keen to use them. I do want to kind of hold back my king and these march wardens. So I think I may even group them up. Yeah, and we'll just go straight at him. Okay, they're coming from actually over there. Our reinforcements are over here. I don't know that they're going to play much of a role. Okay, we got to prevent them from meeting up with their king. Alright, so let's just get stuck in with those guys. We'll just stop them and eat some javelins so that the rest of the Rhovanion scouts can get in and kill. So we're doing fairly well. Alright, now is where we want to slow down. Alright, that is great. Alright, now we have to be careful. We're not quite downhill. Gandos of the Eastland Strand. There's our reinforcements. Just 22 men. Not quite sure how to play them. I mean, I could run them over to kind of distract. There's like 44 men in this unit of Chieftain's Guard. They're sticking right with their army, at least for the moment. 47. Okay. Yep. Looks like 3 skirmish units and 4 warband. Alright, that's what I want to see. Alright, let's do it. Very good. Alright, now it's kind of playing keep away. So we've got archers to kind of distract some of their units. I don't know that I need the groups anymore. Okay, like here, we're just gonna hit the warband. Hit him from the side. They're broken already. Let's take these opportunities to hit them when they're not organized and make sure that they keep routing. Alright, let's... This is not good. Not good. You can stay on them, but we need to do better about our charges. That's down quite a bit. Let's go for the skirmishers. Yeah, we'll stay away from the warband, and we'll just try to kill off the skirmishers. Let's not get caught, though. Alright, I'm imagining those guys are going to rout. Let's get them all to rout. Great. More skirmishers. Let's hit them. They got some warband chasing our archers. That's fine. Alright, let's get down and throw some javelins. Can we get a nice charge? I don't know. Steady, shaken, wavering. I think maybe. Wavering. Ah, that's not great. There they go, though. Okay. Now just the one unit way over there chasing our archers. Let's go say hi. I think they're trying to get out of there. So they're already shaken. Probably just rout them with the flank charge. Yep. All right. Well, good. That's what we needed to do, I think. And then hopefully there's not another big army just beyond the fog of war. But we need to get a little bit of breathing space anyway. So that we can get to... Yeah, we lost a lot. We're taking a lot of losses, and these are on already weakened units. But we need to get some breathing space so we can start to get the fight onto their territory. Okay. Still got movement points over here. We'll bring you now this way. And so far not seeing anything. They've got a settlement somewhere over here. Let's see. Do we want to bring you back here or probably move you up north because we've got to start retraining some guys. And I think if I don't see anything down here, I think I'm going to risk bringing you guys up to the north. Let's go ahead and go for provincial pacification. This is a homeland settlement for us, so I think anyway. So we should be able to build there fairly cheaply and quickly. And now we end the turn and see what the AI is going to do. Rhun's up first. And we ambush a host of the Kingdom of Dale. Oh, interesting. Okay, it looks like they were trying to bring some reinforcements out of Dale or Esgaroth or somewhere. Now, these are pretty weak, so we don't need to be super aggressive here. If they just withdraw, I may let them go. But, of course, it'd be nice to do some damage. But I'm not going to throw in my cav. Oh, this is actually much better terrain than I thought. All right, so let's get the archers over here. I want the archers on the non-shield side, even though that's kind of downhill. And let's get these skirmishers up here. And then I think I'll put infantry behind the archers a little ways back. Have our cavalry back here, the generals. Let's go for the march wardens somewhere over here, and these guys somewhere over here. Alright, so we're going to start shooting at them. We're going to be emerging from the woods here, some of our units anyway, and start firing on them. Very, very nice. So a little freebie here for us. Hopefully we can just stay out of their reach. I want to get my scouts up here so we can start potentially chasing routers. Or, you know, assisting, because we may get into some combat. Just one unit of militia. Alright, if they're going to pursue right into our spears, then fine. Let's hit them with the axemen, actually. Let's pile on our march wardens. Since these guys are pursuing our Dale Watch, I think we can go for them, and then we'll head up here with our generals. Maybe get a few javelin kills. Guessing he's going to be routing pretty soon. Just took a loss. There we go. Alright, let's not throw javelins into our cav. I think everything else is all resolved. So, nice little victory there. We only lost a few men. I'm more interested in the deployment of their other armies and see if they're going to be making any other moves before their turn is over. So they have an army sitting just outside of Dale. Okay, they moved that over. All right, so that's potentially an opportunity. We got a loose army out here. So what we're going to do is hit that and see where it goes. It's not going to stand and fight. Okay, so we've got some wars going on with Harad and Rohan and Harondor. Good, keeping the other guys busy. North Rhun and Adunabar are allies. That means Adunabar could be an ally for me at some point. All right. Bruno, the House of the Black Steed, is the Lord of Central Rhovanion. Do I want that? I think I did because he's intelligent. Yeah. So we'll just leave him there. But what we can do here, which I forgot to do earlier, is put this on local governance, and that'll help him be a little more, give a little more good feeling to the king. Right now he's supportive, actually, but that'll be even better. Okay, and notice we're no longer under siege in any of these places. We don't have the big Rhun armies threatening us anymore. We do have a big army of Adunabar headed up here. Wow. Shadow Guard. Some Snaga Hunters, too, probably making up numbers with Orcs, but very interesting. So I wouldn't mind maybe seeing Adunabar conquer that, because I really don't want to see a big, strong Rohan. All right, 1750, and we're making 4,000. See, our economy, when we're not under siege, is not too bad, turns out. We're going to be getting some building going on down here. So first thing is to see what Dale's going to do down here. I don't want to attack this army. It's a bit too strong, and they've added some stuff to it, actually. So what I will do is hit this one. Not much here. They're going to withdraw somewhere, I would imagine. They may go inside like Esgaroth. Ooh, but they're not going to. Are they close enough to draw out reinforcements from the city? All right, so here, what's going to happen is we'll call out the settlement garrison. The new ruler of Dale, the new king of Dale, Galen the Dwarf Friend, with his 47 bodyguards and a dwarven merchant. Very cool ancillary here. He's a great governor, expert commander, middle-aged, lazy, careless fighter. So this is all stuff that's going to count against him if he, if he ends up fighting. And I hope he does, because we could take this out. There's Black Spears, there's Barding Longbowmen. Esgaroth would be a good start to a foothold in the area. I mean, not as good as Dale, not as good as Dale itself, but Esgaroth, I mean, we're going to want to get that anyway. All right, so it's wintry. But I don't think it really matters. We do have some archers, but I don't know if snow plays any role in how archers perform. All right, so we want to be aware of where the reinforcements are coming from, and it's going to be pretty much straight on, I think. So. Yeah, way back there I can see just above the tree line the silhouette of Esgaroth. So they're not going to have any particular high ground. We want them to come on, though. We don't want to let them hang back. Up here we've got the Dale Mounted Watch and a unit of Dale Watch. And it looks like they are coming out, including their general, which is really good news. If the general was hanging back, then we don't have a chance, because as soon as the battle starts to go, he's going to flee, he's going to go back to the city. So what we have to do is stand down here for a little while until they get close enough to meet up with the reinforcements. And they've got Black Spears, and I think the other unit is archers, yeah. So we're going to take some losses dealing with these guys. Unless I hit them now, I guess I could rush them with my cav. Make sure we've got our scouts ready to close the path behind them. We want to hit these guys, of course, with our March Wardens, and I guess we want to bring everybody else up too, because we've got another unit of cav to worry about. We've got black spears to worry about. Alright, so here come archers. Let's hit them. Here comes the king. Let's hit him. Black spears, where are you going? Don't you run. So we're hitting them, but they're also hitting us. Evenly matched. And here come the spears. We gotta route them quickly. All right. So theoretically, we don't have to worry about this guy anymore. Let's get away from the black spears and then charge them from a couple of different directions. We're hitting our March Wardens, which hurts. That does hurt. Charge him with the scouts. Let's bring the family members on this side and hit them in the back of the March Wardens. We might be able to do it. We just lost their general, their king, in fact. We're just going to take some big losses, but we need to have enough cav left to hit their cav there. There they go. All right, let's actually get the March Wardens. Keep the March Wardens on them. We need the faster scouts. Actually, they're gone now, so we can afford to take the March Wardens out. Don't flee, please. Don't flee. Just, you're not allowed. You can't flee in this direction. I'll be ever so pissed. Okay, looks like they're forming up at the top of the hill. It's just watch. It's not spearmen. I do have to be a little careful because they could swarm my generals. So let's halt there since it looks like they're not fleeing anymore. Alright, they're kind of stuck. We got a unit fighting some dead enemies over there. Okay, just a big old frontal assault. Guess I don't need to do this. Yeah, this is just very, very sloppy and messy. And I'm going to take some unnecessary losses here, so not good strategy on my part. But there's the other enemy commander. And we'll just keep on those horses, and these guys are going to rout very soon. There they go. Okay. So, I think we got this. Let's see. 950 men. We lost about 90. Not too bad, considering how we were just running our horses all over the place and not being super careful with them. All right, we've got an empty Esgaroth, and we've got the movement points to take it. Beautiful. We will, yeah, let's lay desolate because we're going to be doing some building. We're going to be doing some more training, and let's destroy some stuff. So muster fields, that was just giving them their second tier units. So not the best. This is not going to make the most impact. But we'll destroy their homeland dominion, and we'll get going on our provincial pacification, and we can train scouts here from the very beginning. One thing I neglected to do, actually, that I got to do right now is get an emissary trained down there. I just remembered that to kind of block the attempts of the dwarves from bribery. But yeah, returning to the north. So a nice little successful campaign this past season here where we get an ambush, and then we're able to push on into the city itself. Yeah, and so the dwarves are here now sticking their necks out of Erebor. Still not a big army assembled, so that's good. Now these guys have the movement to press on and besiege Dale. Do I want to do that right now? Because they could hit me with all of this stuff. the thing that might be better... Let's get my scout closer and see what that army looks like. Yeah, it might be better to wait for them to besiege me in Esgaroth, and then sally out and then hit Dale. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Because next turn, they can have another unit. It's going to be another Black Spear, another Hearthmen, you know, another something. But if I besiege it now, because I'm so terrified of one more scary unit, then they're going to hit me, and I'll be fighting all of these guys, plus all of these guys, of which there are a couple of Black Spears, some good cav, some, you know, a couple of units of archers. And again, I want to be really kind of careful with how I do this. One thing I could do is set up outside of town so that we fight them in the open, we don't get sieged, and that may be what I do. I need to get some reinforcements up here, though. Let's see. We got just enough men for a unit of scouts, and in another turn we're going to be able to train some barding militia. Otherwise, down here I'm kind of treating as Rhun training grounds. I'm not sending anybody up north to help. So we've got to do what we can up here with what we have. And unfortunately, the mercenary refresh rate on these longbowmen is kind of slow. So I think what we're going to do is set these guys outside. Let's leave the axemen. No, let's leave the spearmen inside. And we'll set you guys up like... I don't know, here? Just one tile outside of the city? There may be a slight bit of elevation there. And then they can hit us without having these guys show up as reinforcements, and also without enticing the dwarves to show up at the same time. That's the other thing I'm worried about. I want this stack to be gone, or at least, you know, a couple of turns away before I start besieging Dale, if the dwarves are going to be fighting me. Let me check this spy, though. He's got a good odds of getting inside the city, so that's another thing to think about. Okay, so I think we've done everything. Actually, we've got money. We could do some more building. I don't know that I want to bother building in Yodor just yet. I think the more important thing is training. And so for here, let's go with some cav. We're going to need more cav. And here, let's go with... Let's see. I think I want some skirmishers here. We don't have any units, so just the one. So we've got plenty of March Wardens over here. Let's keep building up that city. And what do I do with this and this? Now I can combine these two forces together. May as well keep these mercenaries out in the field, since they're not going to help hold Bregestelad anyway if it's attacked. And I may as well get some use out of them. So one thing I could do is bring these guys down. You can just about attack Bregestelad. So what I want to do is bring you guys, like, here. So that's 4 units. We've got all sorts of room. Let's bring all you guys up. Actually, let's see if there are any mercenaries outside. Nope. Okay. Let's go find that settlement. Yeah, Erebos. Okay, so there's just a small stack outside of it. They've got their Homeland Dominion built. They may be training axemen out of here, which is a tier 2 barracks. So that would be kind of nice. They've got a wall, which means that if we take this, this is a place we can hold with a tiny garrison. Theoretically, as long as the population doesn't hate us. I'm not sure how many people are in here. But that'll be a plan for probably, you know, a little bit down the road. First, we got to deal with this, get a few more units down to help. Otherwise, what can we build? Because if we can... Okay, he's got some penalties to building. So we need to wait for him to get attuned. And here we've got 9 seasons. In Rhovanost, I don't want to blow all my money on anything here. The thing to do is going to be tanneries and wool makers. We have two options for our industries in Rhovanost because the resources here are horses and wild game. Horses is going to give us trade income if we go the horse breeder's route. Tanneries and wool makers from the wild animals or the wild game is going to get us trade income, but also at the second tier of industry is going to get us an armor upgrade. However, that second tier building is going to require a major province, so that'll be a little way off. So it's maybe not necessary that we get involved with that building just yet. Maybe something small-ish like land clearance would be good. That's going to give us more money, but maybe population is the better thing to do. 6,000, that's half of our money. A little bit of population growth, no. I'm going to hold off yet again. We're doing some other building. In another couple of turns, we're going to have Homeland Dominion to build in Esgaroth. So let's, for now, just see what the AI is going to do. Oh, in between seasons, I also discovered that the settlement to the east of where this emissary is located is held by Rhovanion, right in the woods there. All right, Chieftain of Rhun is attacking us. They've got another half stack nearby. And we're being attacked by Lieutenant Borlados with 803 men, so 2-to-1 odds. They've got more axemen in this army, a couple of cav, but no ranged troops. We have a few infantry. We've got a few ranged with us, and we brought in some more mercenaries as well. So I think this is going to be fine, although the balance of power bar does not like us. That's okay. We laugh at balance of power bars. We will be all right. The trick, of course, is to be all right with enough men left to fight this and then to keep going this way. But I think we'll leave this battle for the next episode, folks. I hope you'll join me then. We'll see what the outcome of this is and what Dale decides to do about our newly conquered settlement of Esgaroth. We own the Long Lake now, and we'll see if they feel like contesting us for it. Until then, take care.